sequel to the analysis and the exposition of yesterday, some couple of hours ago, I dropped some little bit of explosion, and it has to do with justice for Mobad. This time around, we are getting into it like for real. So the Nigerian police conducted phone forensic. We've said it times with that number. If truly justice is to be served as it should be, I don't think we have to worry the Nigerian police. But unfortunately, the system has been structured in a kind of upside down manner. People have dedicated their time and life to be senseless and wicked. So we have what we have. And the only time you see the police working is when it has to do with someone that can sack them, someone that can kick them out, or when they just simply want to impress. And of course, during the course of that, they will make sure that they attach what does not need to be attached. Now, in the case of Mobad, people had asked, why is it that the house was not like cut off? Why is it that phone forensic did not begin immediately? Or did they, from what we heard, they had collected the mobile phones of whoever it is, and they said some phones were not submitted. We started hearing stories here and there, blah, 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 blah. But because some of them are not dedicated per se, they're not really dedicated to them. If they're not making money off it, they are not interested. In fact, the Nigerian police is the only police that we know. I don't know of any other place. I mean, at least in Nigeria, that will ask or request or expect you to give them what they call mobilization. Like, give us money for us to seek justice or to investigate. The story will be like, we are not being funded. We are not being funded. That's why we go on the street to extort and do whatever. Now, does it mean that we don't have police officers that are willing to go all the way? Yes, but the system will not allow some of them. And it is easier for you to come home with some little bit of money here and there, or a lot of it, than for you to come home relying on your salary, your wages. And in this forensic that was conducted, you'll be shocked. You will be shocked at what was discovered. It's a terrible, terrible thing. And one would definitely want to ask, if these people are really innocent, if there's nothing to cover, why? Why is it that they are so hell-bent on this maneuvering if there is nothing? Is it about Mobad's revenue? Is that the reason why they are running around circles, to make sure that nothing comes up that will stop, pause, or make nobody look into anything? As long as they have a smooth sail, money comes in, smooth sailing, money comes in, and that's it. Is that the reason? Well, Mobad's younger brother is involved in this. Cynthia is involved, and the guy called King White and some other people. They're all involved in this. It's a web of wickedness. In fact, those that are attached to it will shock you. Please like and share. Tap on the subscribe button. Turn on the notification bell. Justice for one is justice for all. And we are not going to step back on it. We are not going to hold back on it. We are going to stand firm, strong, until justice is gotten and justice is served. Let us get right into it without wasting time.
Ibi tí ọ̀rọ̀ struggle eléyìí gbà nìyẹn, adẹ̀ láti ẹni tó bá fẹ́ gba justice tó fẹ́ máa ṣiṣẹ́ lọ fún public, this is the only way ta lè fi get here. Ẹni tó bá dẹ̀ máa gba ìgbín yẹn ó láti máa gbà lọ, because mo fọlọ́run bá búra, when they wanted to send money for the extension, èmi kọ́ ló send ẹ̀ sí, the part of it ni wọ́n send it sínú Break the Silence Foundation, and we used it judiciously, and attempting to even get the extension bígbà tó fún yàn ní oògùn ìyàgbẹ́ ni wọ́n ṣàyìn lọ́kàn fún ayọ́ tó wá fi kinní kan sí ibẹ̀. Nígbà tá à ń sáré extension tá a ti mobilize ọlọ́pàá, kí ni ó máa mú èmi sọ fún ọlọ́pàá pé kó má ṣe extension nígbà tó bá mú àdúrà tó yẹ pé 2 days. The only thing we were fulfilling is a fundamental right to bail. After 48 hours ẹ fún yàn bail, ẹ wá ní kó padà wá, tẹ bá ti gba extension ẹ wá múlẹ̀ pé okay, now you cannot go, we need to hold you for another 15. And that was the plan. So at the end of the day, that was done. They sent the money to àwọn tó yẹ kó send ẹ̀ sí, tí wọ́n dẹ̀ ṣiṣẹ́ lórí ẹ̀. Unfortunately, ká tó wí ká tó fọ̀ ìgbà tó máa di Monday báyìí lójijì ọrù kéèsì ọrù lọ sí ọ̀dà padà sí pàǹtí ṣé tí kéèsì bá dé pàǹtí extension tó gbà ní zone 2 ṣó máa ṣiṣẹ́ fún pàǹtí ni but when they are looking for what to blackmail then the next thing is to actually bring kí la fẹ́ lò kí la fẹ́ èmi ò lẹ́bọ lẹ́rù o ẹ má tẹ̀lé gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tó bá ń sọ yẹn o èmi ò sí ní gbogbo wọn kówó kinní kan ṣe gbá kan that is the pattern all of them will use tó bá di pé òsì lọ́dọ̀ wọn àbí tó bá di pé you are speaking the truth tó bá kàn wọ́n and it's still is absurd tó bá mọ ohun tó yìí tá à ń bá lọ yìí tí result ẹ bá já ọ̀dọ̀ wọn kọ́ ló máa ti bá jáde bí ló máa bá jáde ẹ̀yin ẹ fi ọkàn balẹ̀ gbogbo ìtàwọn yẹn ń ṣe irú kinní kan Sami Jojo yẹn àti ẹ̀pẹ̀rẹ̀ mi ìmọ̀ rí mi ìgbúrúkọ ẹ̀ rí a week tó ká tó lọ ṣe protest command yẹn ni mo ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní pé àtàlẹ́ni tí Supreme náà ló introduce ẹ̀ and people were warning me I refused to listen kò yẹ kó mi ò gbọ́ mo ní I will be careful and nothing kò sí nǹkan tí mo jẹ́ kó mọ̀ ju tó kàn ń ganu sí ó dẹ̀ gbé náà and he has already shown his true colour mo dẹ̀ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run pé mo fọ́ Ọlọ́run bàbúrà no shaking bàbá I will continue kí n máa ka nǹkan tó wà ní àwọn ṣáà tí wà lọ́ọ̀ mi lọ I will continue to do that ó ti yé yín and that will be in the limit of what I can give right
that's it ká lè move on ṣe yes sọ̀rọ̀ tètè sọ̀rọ̀.
bọ̀dá láti ṣé ẹ máa yètè sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ ń sọ̀rọ̀ bọ̀dá láti ṣé ẹ mọ nǹkan tí èmi mọ̀ ni pé tí àṣírí wọn bá ti tú tẹ́ bá ti lọ wo strategies tí gbogbo wọn ń lò wọ́n máa sọ fún yín pé ẹ má dáwó fún Yomi ṣe get kíní yẹn náà wá lójijì ní phone forensic tó yẹ pé wọ́n kà nígbà tí kì í ṣe pé gbogbo wa ponú tí ì ṣe pé a ya òpònú òbùkù a ti rí pé orúkọ ẹ wà ń bẹ̀ orúkọ ẹ dẹ̀ ti wà ń bẹ̀ nìyẹn a dẹ̀ ti rí ẹ̀pá àti justice ní definitely bọ̀dá láti kíní Bankole and Smith tán gbé wá lọ́jọ́ yẹn àwọn ara wọn sá àwọn ara wọn.
talanti justice ta ló ní àti mọ̀ pàǹtí.
àwọn aries yẹn ni mò ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn aries yẹn ni mò ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ bí a ti mọ̀ wọ́n. bọ̀dá láti Bankole and Smith tán gbé wá ń gbà yẹn definitely àwọn ló fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ fún kì í ṣàwà public àwọn ni wọ́n fẹ́ lò as ara wọn ṣẹ́gẹ̀t ìyẹn ò tiẹ̀ ṣe ẹ jẹ́ ká move on anybody tí ìbá ìkà máa sọ̀rọ̀ sí Yomi wọ́n ní promotion là ń wá àwa ò ní bá wọn lọ sí backward never forward ever làwa ń wá ń tiwa so anything tó bá wù wọ́n kán máa sọ àwa ti sọ bíbá aláàní máa listing sí wọn mọ́ ibi táwa ń lọ òun làwa máa wò so Mr. Yomi máa dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí ẹ ṣé gidi gan Ọlọ́run tó ń gbà fún yín á dẹ̀ máa gbà fún yín ṣe bọ̀dá láti ẹ̀yin náà Ọlọ́run náà san yín ní ẹ̀san rẹ̀ torí wọ́n búlì yín láì kí jẹ́ pé ẹ̀yin lẹ pa Mohbad wọ́n búlì yín to the extent pé Ọlọ́run ọlẹ́dàá yín ló máa fìyà jẹ wọ́n ẹ wò ẹ jẹ́ ká Mr. Yomi ẹ má dá wọn lóhùn o àwa ti mọ̀ wọ́n àti rí wọn tán àwọn nǹkan tó ń gbé ṣe get ẹ kákan move on ní tiwa.
phone forensic first kan tó mọ̀ kan tó wá máa argue pẹ̀lú olórí ẹbí wọn á kọ́kọ́ lọ Google you take them to the cleaners they don't know the meaning of phone forensic they don't know what it means to do phone forensic ọmọ tó ń pè if these things meanwhile kí wọ́n á sọ clearly again àwọn ọlọ́pàá tí wọ́n extract tó ń ṣe phone forensic gbogbo nǹkan tí wọ́n gbà jáde wọ́n ti follow the due process tó máa wà presentable and admissible in the court of law. Can you get me? And at the end of the day, mi ní sọ́jú fẹ̀rẹ́fẹ̀rẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ until it is time. So wọ́n ti mọ nǹkan tó wà lẹ̀. It's not even about her. Kókó nǹkan tó wà lẹ̀.
Yomi, ẹ má jẹ́ ká jó ẹ̀ tì mọ́ lórí àwọn kókó wọn má dàbà tí wọn. Kí ló wà lẹ̀? Ṣó wà lẹ̀? Ṣó ṣì wà lẹ̀?
Ṣé kí n kà tàwọn tó kù yẹn àbí?
Just fast forward ká tún gbọ́ díẹ̀ sí.
Ọjọ́ jẹ́ wọn kà tàwọn tó kù yẹn. Bí ló ti mi ní kí ni èmi ń give up kó lè affect tó wọ́n affect máa sọ fún yín wọ́n affect kò sí kankan wọ́n àwọn ilé ìjà koro níjọ. So ẹ jẹ́ n bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú títí King White yẹn pẹ̀lú Temi yẹn.
Abẹ́fẹ̀ kan kà ní ẹ̀yìn ti comment section.
Bàbá
ọ̀dọ́ láti ẹjẹ́ kan kà
ẹjọ́ ẹni olórẹ́bẹ̀ ká sọ
àṣọdájì.
panelists àti commenters mo kí everybody ṣe rí ní àná tí wọ́n ń sọ ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ṣẹ̀dẹ̀ mọ́ pé a ní problem kan ní justice for Mobad yìí ìgbà tẹ́nìkan bá tó gbé nǹkan jáde làwọn kan máa sọ pé àwọn ti ní lọ́wọ́ tẹ́lẹ̀ àwọn ti rí tẹ́lẹ̀ because Sam Jojo ń sọ lánàá pé chat yìí òun ti rí tẹ́lẹ̀ so chat tí Sam Jojo nìyẹn kó post ẹ̀ kárí because wọ́n láti máa sọ gbogbo nǹkan tó wà lọ́wọ́ Mr. Yomi
irọ́ nìyẹn ń pa
òun ti ní tẹ́lẹ̀ òun máa lọ ṣe kíní ẹ̀ ó dẹ̀ ka ibọ̀ lánàá because me expect
bàbá mi ẹ ká sàn ọ̀rọ̀ tí mo fẹ́ sọ God's protection gbogbo yìí ni mo ṣe rí láti sinẹ́ opinion tèmi lèmi wá sọ lórí òkè nísìn o opinion mi ni èmi mo dẹ̀ lo opinion mi but lórí péèjì yìí I'm sorry to say Sammy Jojo mi ò mọ nǹkan tó ń wá káàkiri o everything ló máa ń mọ̀ kí news kan bá jáde báyìí o ti mọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ nínú gbogbo bí tó wà tẹ́lẹ̀ bó ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ káàkiri ṣe rí tọkùnrin bá ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ jù tọkùnrin ti ń ṣe tó I know this.
bí wọ́n ṣe ló lárí ọmọdé àná nìyẹn ó mọ tó ń bá
ẹ máa gbọ́ ó tún wá ní gbogbo fún forensic tí Mr. Yomi ń kọ yìí ó ti ní gbogbo ẹ̀ kí ló show wa kí ló kà síta ó ṣàn ṣe damage control káàkiri.
ń bo ló ti lò ẹwọ ẹfọrọ yẹn lẹjáde.
ó ṣàn ṣe damage control we should be careful of him on this page.
ẹ faràn lẹ̀.
ẹ fi àyẹ irrelevance ni àwọn yẹn ó lè wá fún àwọn
ìwọ tó yẹ kó parí ìjà láàrin Supreme àti Yomi ó wá ọkùnrin.
but prince ẹjọ kí ló fẹ́ fa ìjà láàrin èmi àti Lady Aries pẹ̀lú nǹkan ta kà lánàá yẹn.
nothing kò sí sùn bẹ́ẹ̀.
ṣé ó possible kẹ́ ní justice fighter ríru message yẹn ká máa form opinion without hearing her side or she is so powerful that ẹ̀yà rí ìkọ̀kọ̀ tó bá jẹ́ bàbá Mohbad ló kọrú nǹkan yẹn afẹ́ ká lè ṣọmọ ẹni tó bí ọmọ ẹ̀ tó bá jẹ́ pé olórí ẹbí ló kọrú nǹkan yẹn sí King White ẹ fẹ́ lè ṣọmọ but you think because they are trying to play ẹ wo bí n tẹ̀mí ń ṣe yàtọ̀ sí gbogbo nǹkan táwọn pátápá ń ṣe and for crying out loud mi ò mọ Supreme yìí mi ò súnmọ́ débi pé máa wọnú fóònù ẹ̀ she never kádùn ló sẹ́ǹdẹ̀ sí mi ni a ti sọ́là náà èyí tí Sammy Jojo tí gbogbo yín tó bá ti sọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ̀ delete ẹ̀ you will know these people are trying to play on your intelligence. It's a serious job here that we're doing.
I move on.
I already sent message to you before. No. Prince. Ẹ wà lórí làgàtà lánàá. Ẹ káàárọ̀ ọkọ láti ẹ má bínú. Sorry. Good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
We're on Lagata yesterday, and Sammy Jojo mentioned that he was going to Kwanti today to at least verify what Yomi was saying. That is beautiful. Let's see what will come out of Sammy Jojo in 2-3 days. If he cannot come out with anything meaningful, Yomi can then continue reading this. But for now, please, let's wait.
What is wrong with Sammy Jojo?
Yeah, just please. He may not be only Sammy Jojo. He may not be other. He may be other people that want to try. Yeah,
that means you don't want me to come here to give update again. Tẹ́bá ti jẹ́ pé tọ́ba ti ń ṣèdọ̀tí wọn yẹn you will be giving them audience.
Èmi ò fẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ fún wọn ní gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ ní àná.
Àwọn yóò wà relevant.
Èmi ò fẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ fún wọn ní gbogbo nǹkan ọjà tẹ́ ẹ ní ní àpò ẹ̀ o. I don't care.
Èmi mọ ohun tèmi ń ṣe ń bì ẹ wo bí ẹ rí.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ń ṣiṣẹ́ iná ó láwọn tá ń tẹ̀lé yín àwa náà dẹ̀ gba straight bullet up and down kí Sam Jojo fẹ́ gbé síta yẹn.
wọ́n ti set wọn down láti ṣe they have been set majority of them are set here to create division and divert people. Exactly. Mo ń jábọ̀ fẹ́ yín bí ẹni máa focus lórí àwọn tó fẹ́ máa distract wa it's ready nìyẹn náà. Kí ló kọ́ yín pẹ́pẹ́ láwọn kan ṣe kiri kan ṣé ló bí social media lè mí ṣe ni.
Boss don't send boss let Mr. Yomi do whatever he wants to do.
Okay, it was only an advice. It doesn't affect anything.
Hold on.
You can read.
Kid boss.
Kid boss.
Tó gbọ́dọ̀ mi.
Kid boss. Àwọn ní pé kí Mr. Yomi dúró.
Kid boss. Ṣé kí n sọ fún yín? Tó bá jẹ́ pé alákọ̀ọ́kọ́ nǹkan tó simple tó yẹ kí wọ́n sọ fún ọ àti Aries àti Sammy Jojo ni pé Yomi Fabiyi sọ pé King White ni wọ́n ṣe phone forensic fún. Aries sọ pé ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀ ni King White Because anybody tó gbọ́dọ̀ stop ẹ láti máa bá sọ̀rọ̀. The simple thing they have to tell them, you have to tell them is, have you contact King White? Did police ever invite him to investigate your phone? Tó bá sọ pé yes, kí wàá ní tẹ̀ máa sọ pé kí ni kọ́ Sami Jojo? It's absurdity. Ó jìnnà sí gbogbo nǹkan tá a sọ. Maybe lèmi àti ẹjọ́ ní case. This phone tá a sọ yìí is an exhibit.
Ẹ má jẹ́ káwọn olórí burúkú yìí tún fún wa distraction. Ẹ jẹ́ kí Mr. Yomi ṣe nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣe.
Emma, you can continue. Yes, I just gave my. It's an opinion. It doesn't affect me.
Kid Boss, sorry. I came up because of what you said, Kid Boss. Mr. Yomi, please. These people came out to provoke you.
Olórí Mati Ishitomo Kowanika to reconfirm. If I'm part of this platform and you would always appreciate if I come to give updates about investigation, Lara, so that we will all be on the same page. So see, after the matter, she shared in public, and in the public, tell me really so, and I'm okay with everybody here, provided see Bani, I'm very never be so, but it's not good that so let me go on. So now we have a chart because the bottom line, the foundation of this stuff, only they came to attack us. The Batanshi press conference, and there was a series of threats and how they actually came about the whole stuff. Police wanted to know who and who are involved. In the ongoing case, the other people that are at large. See, ọlọ́pàá àtàṣe wá wọn táàtì rí wọn mú include Temi Tokpe Badmus on Temi platform here, and then this Konibaje and this other guy Pythagoras. So in the chart of on the 2nd of January, which is Thursday, 2nd of January, part of the extract from the phone forensic on the King White when he was invited to the police command last week. And this was a message to you, Aries is full of evil. I always watch you when you praise her and feel like she's a normal human being. Aries is worse than snake. King White Dalung Pada at about 6:27 a.m. Only Sister Temi, trust me now. Ogbonjo Agbaralo, we need a serious strategy against these people. They are not relenting. And they will always lule. They can't see draw or lie. They will invite Yomi tomorrow or Monday. Make them go wake Ganifa Yemi from in grave. They can't win. In Batowadi, on the 15th of January, which was the day we had our first press conference, which is part of the key forensic evidence that the police now have against the Damilari College King White. Please stream Arifa. Also for Temi King White and Sofun Temi on the 15th. Wait, ko ma bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí stream Arifa. Only we entered their conference. I want to walk if it conference. So and then it now continued. If I can continue to continue. So those that were sent to go and attack us, that they should leave that place. And then there is another part, which was Monday, 16th December. On Monday, the 16th of December, there was a series of calls starting from about 6:45 p.m. 6:45, 6:51 p.m. Once King White and Sofun Aries Temi people are recording online, ma. Please ignore. I've dropped it. Only Sister Temi, please caution that speaker to stop dragging Karimot and drag Yomi. Because I drag Yomi. We still need a lot of information about Yomi from her. We still need a lot of information about Yomi from her. That means they were trying to get information from Karimo about me. The lady now, they made another call. It's about 7:13 p.m. Or will stay off this very issue. Because I am far from the phone. So where did I mention Wumi's lawyer? Sholori Ebi ń tẹ̀lé ṣá.
Don't tell me, don't tell it.
Mr. Yomi, big screen. Olórí.
So that was the conversation between.
Please, everybody, let's keep our something, please.
Hello? Hello?
Show me.
No, Mr. Yomi, carry on.
So that is that's King White on Pelu, the Temi platform, who is a co-accomplice. She's presently at large in the ongoing case. And certainly, because in law, the phone and the content of that phone is subject to police investigation and forensic is being done. And I won't go into deeper details of the things that are also involved. But ẹ lọ fi ọkàn tó dá balẹ̀ ọkàn tó dá ni mo sọ Ọlọ́run máa gbàṣàkóso ó máa gbàṣàkóso kọlẹ̀. So now we're going straight to the conversation between the same King White with the person tó ń pè ní Phoebe Isola, and I have to confirm again, the King White saved the Biodun Lawal tí gbogbo wa mọ̀ sí Phoebe Isola Mustapha. Her name was saved as estate developer Phoebe Isola. So it's part of stuff that we're going to be telling you more. So I'm going to be reading one of the long conversation. And I want you all to listen attentively. Listen attentively. It was about 8:17 p.m. This particular one that I have in my custody. It's more wish to share, because not everything I can share for now. Only, why did you give us, that is the King White, why did you give us that offer at first? I am just feeling suspicious the way you are attacking me, like you give me an assignment to do, but I failed. I am too intelligent in my own capacity to be going through this caging stuff, Mama. I told you from the beginning that I will only vibe with reality than selling myself cheaply. I told you that even if they want to give me billions to do what my ideology didn't buy with, I will never do such. Bookie insinuation, according to our last live show, she even said I betrayed Wunmi, which I didn't betray her, but saying the reality concerning her father-in-law. Moving with Mama and Adura is expensive for me these days, but you gave me this task, and I know I will be the one. If I know I will be the one to be feeding them, wallahi, I would have stayed in my place, JJ. But I don't want people to harm them according to our discussion when we first met. The task I am beginning to see now as scaring me, and with the way you are attacking me, I am part of the public, and I will choose to remain in the public. And I will choose to remain in the public. So that is one of the conversations. And if you read stuff here, it's looking like King White. And then the fact that King White has to move around with Mobad and Adura, and he was complaining here. It's a long one. If you want me to reread again, please let me know. Onile and Kid Boss, please let me know.
No.
Take passport photograph, white background, USA standard. It can go to any studio, 54 studios to take it. Scan it to me when you are done. So that is one of the conversation where they are trying to share visa application Adura. So I'll read one more before I read the chat between Wumi, Cynthia Aloba, and the same person. So this one again, he said, "Good morning, King White. I apologize if my submission yesterday struck off on a bad note. I will learn not to accuse you anymore, but to correct in love and give audience where necessary. I want you to understand why you are doing what you are doing, trying to get medical reports from Perez and Kuramed Hospital. So they were trying to get medical reports from Perez and Kuramed Hospital. So, and of course, this one is also of a serious concern. If this Phoebe Isola, if they are making attempts to get medical reports from Perez and Kuramed Hospital. So, and then, let me go on with this again. Saturday, 30th of November. Saturday, 30th of November. Only hello, King White. With all the voice notes outside, number 1, ensure Mobad is not seen walking on the street. Number 2, ensure Adura leaves his place for now. Number 3, ensure Mobad stays off calls for now to avoid being recorded. She is vulnerable for now. That was our giving instruction to King White. Then, okay, now, answer from King White in B. Only what do you want? What do you want? Only call list only I can reach Baba Oyedepo, Paul Eneche, this popular pastor in Ibadan. I can't remember his name again. We will discuss strategies on how Karimo can stop dragging her. We will map out strategies on how to deal with the 10 years I no see mommy story. We will discuss how we can get big clergy to go to Baba and settle. You know, patakupa one here. So,
Yes, correct.
Yes.
Ibi ni kẹsà àdósí ẹfà àwọn tó analyse ibi ni kẹ fi kiri sí ilé ìwé ẹ̀bọ̀ àbáyé.
Sorry, Kid Boss. Hello,
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I have a question for Yomi Fabi. I should have asked this question yesterday, but for some reason, the way a lot of people jumped in and they were just making a lot of distraction and trouble.
Quick question, quick one. I don't want him to divide.
The question is, these things these forensic that you are reading, I know you know a lot about the law and things on the process. Do you have approval from the police to be able to bring this to the public?
Questions way very funny. Okay, let me.
It's not funny, Yomi Fabi. This is an investigative investigation material.
My brother. I am the leader of a human rights organization. I have my name, Emini Monka. And I know if there's going to be any complication or implication, I know what I am doing. I don't need to get any approval from anybody. I am a complainant in this case. Do you understand? So don't worry about that. Well, asking me if police will give me permission to read. Let me put it this way. It's like we should get an intel or cross wire. I get what I'm saying. Or you have a secret file to get on hide through where government institution on hide and you want to now whistleblow and you're saying you want to get whistleblow, I might get approval of to whistleblow. So I want to feed because all of is about casita. So could make it's not even adding up, but I am not committing crime. If that is what you want to know, and I'm okay with what I'm doing, and I stand by what I'm doing. Tell anybody about anything to Kalara. Which of course there's no basis for that. So you relax your mind. No.
And at the same time, Mr. Yomi, kò ṣe àwọn ọlọ́pàá ló ṣe kinní fúnra wọn. It was Mr. Yomi that prompted them to do it. So he has the right to take whatever.
To the case and
Let's continue.
blah, blah. Yes, it doesn't care about Adura's situation. That was what you typed previously. And then, I don't just want to be talking about him because Nari wicked and idiot. And okay, so what are you going to do now? The environment case is coming. So let me pick the other one part of their conversation. Except you want me to read the one I read yesterday too. In truth and justice, make sure you include those that bullied him also, and the person that rushed to bury him. I am for truth and justice. We should also carry Yalolade and pastor that break his neck. I said, you mean we should include those that bullied him in the embalmment case? You are either funny or clueless about the law. So I think King White wrote that. King White was writing that I believe in truth and justice. Make sure you include those that bullied him also, and the person that rushed to bury him. I am for truth and justice. We should carry Yalolade and pastor that break his neck. Then Lady Eris now replied that, you mean we should include those that bullied him in the embalmment case? You are either funny or clueless about the law. I said, have your lawyer petitioned these people if you strongly believe they are responsible, and will petition the people we think are responsible. So that's another part of the conversation that they had. And let me see, I think I have some others too. Okay, I think this was about 6:11 p.m. between Lady Eris and King White. Only my husband asked if you need my full name and mother name for ritual because you called and asked a strange question. Did you put something in your mouth to ask that question? Anyway, let's make deal. Adura will come out and speak the real truth, and Mobad will come and tell the world that she was there on Monday. Then I will do everything you asked for. That is Lady Eris replying King White. So, Oani, I have forwarded this message to the police officers, letting them know that you said that they are Babaswe officers. Now, I don't finally catch you. So you are the one using comedian officers to oppress people, and you are there in your own comfort zone. I swear you have put them in trouble. That is between King White and Lady Eris.
Can you? I don't even.
About 6:11 p.m. Lady Eris wants to talk now. He said, my husband asked if you need my full name and mother name for rituals because you called and asked a strange question. I was doubting if you were the one that influenced to have me detained, but now you have confirmed it to me. Wow, what a good friends we are. Only why are you restless? Go and face African TV. That's Africa. Lady is replying King White. He said, even though we share different ideology, I have not looked for your downfall, King White. Then the lady now said, thank you. And I didn't deny our friendship in public. Then the lady said, me neither. Said, big thanks for instigating police against me. But remember how I bailed your media guys during your embalmment petition. Oani, you always remain my friend. You will always remain my friend.
Who said that one?
Of course, King White.
Okay.
King White said, "Big thanks for instigating police against me. But remember how I bid your media guys during embalming petition?" Then Lady Aries now replied, "You always remain my friend." Maybe come rain, come sunshine or something. Let me see if I'll see the extension. Okay, hold on. Okay, it said, "Big thanks for instigating police against me, but remember how I bailed your media guys during your embalming petition. One, you always remain my friend. Come watch me. Only if you enter my heart, you'll see the kind of love I share with you. But you are making me look foolish for believing and being proud of you in front of Timmy and Co." A message was deleted. So then King White now continue. I don't know what Aries replied. Then, "If you know the kind of fight I fight at your back, when they put RIP on your picture, you will not support anyone to detain or embarrass me." So that is the conversation. And of course, that's what I have here. Then I'm going to conversation with Wumi. That's the number was saved as Wumi Mobad second line. Wumi Mobad second line. And then this was about 8:36 p.m. There was a voice note which is about 1 minute 43 seconds. So, and then another voice note about 11 seconds. It said, "Those people discovered that she is backing you and Adura." Said those people discovered that she is
Yeah, voice note backing in one.
Baba, Elekeruni, for now. Gbogbo nǹkan tí ẹ bá expect tó yẹ kó bọ̀ ẹ ṣáà fọkànbalẹ̀ ẹ máa ṣáà máa balùwà yín lálọ́ yìí ibi náà làmàtà máa give update ó ti yé yín. So those people discovered that she is backing you and Adura. Then the voice note came up about 011 blah blah blah. He said, "I understand you." Then the Umiwada Longpe, "Did you tell her we didn't do anything concerning Adura?" Question mark. She sọ fún wọn pé ṣe nǹkan lórí Adura ni. I don't, details of all that we'll know very soon. But it's the conversation. In meanwhile, they will have to come and explain by themselves, if and when necessary.
Between White and Wumi Abi.
Exactly. So then I have another one, which is between Lady Aries and the same King White. It said, continuation of that one, because all these things came in pieces. So, Oani, again, láti bí kẹ́lẹ́ understand ibi tí mo ka the other party and ibi tí King White ń sọ fún Lady Aries pé, "If you know the kind of fight I fight at your back, when they put RIP on your picture, you will not support anyone to detain or embarrass me." And Mobad said, that is now Lady Aries speaking here. Mobad said, "No stab wound on her son." How did she know that? She claimed she did not enter the house on Tuesday to see Mobad. Until date, he has never seen Mobad's body. She definitely saw Mobad on Monday. And then, "Good morning, my friend. Please, can you give us Mama Mobad's previous address? We need to send a document to her, please. Thank you and God bless you." Then the King White now said, "Send me Larry's address. I need it urgent, please." So they were both asking for different addresses and stuff like that. So that about that, and the law. I should read the Wumi part again. Okay.
Mr. Yomi, she tún ní other persons except those ones.
Maybe from tomorrow I will let you know. From tomorrow.
Okay.
See, if you be sola yẹn pọ̀ gan, gbogbo ẹ̀kọ́ ni mama kà ó pọ̀. So see, See, Phoebe is online up. So they have to search and look. Okay, the search checking Cathy when me party again. Already people are asking in the comment section.
All right. Go on.
Okay, for many few seconds, can sorry para sibe. They want me part. That she is backing you and Adura. Those people discovered that he is backing you and Adura. And then a voice note followed. And after then, he said, I understand you. Then the woman now replied again and said, did you tell her we didn't do anything concerning Adura? I want to believe it was the time Tia Adura be me shot here. She ain't getting me. Time to be me shot. So they are now conversing to ask, oh, Anje ko ye pe, ṣé o sọ fún ìyá yẹn pé a ṣe kankan lórí Adura? So other stuff will come out very shortly, and I will update you. It's about the necessary update. So they jeopardize anything, but I can tell you all for free. None of this thing will stop anything, including everything. So about one in possession King White here. They cannot stop it, they cannot block it, they cannot even lay their hands on it. You told whatever to but a whole lot of work has been done, and if progress will be achieved ultimately to the final point, it'll be time to know. So, like I said, balloon to ti folele. To ba ti jẹ́ pé gbogbo ẹ̀ tó bá wá fi padà bọ́ta tán and actions be taken, gbogbo ẹ̀ lẹ́ máa gbọ́. So please, I will appeal to everybody. This is not a social media stuff. It's just that this is the rallying point for this struggle, and I'm okay coming to this platform to give updates, because if I keep too silent, tí máa ń dúró de pé ká dúró the end result, wọ́n máa rubbish platform yìí pẹ̀lú gbogbo resilience yìí, pẹ̀lú àforítì yìí, and stuff like that. So this update is not awful, it's not going to affect anything. The other cogent ones, whether video, whether audio, that one will be sorted as at when due, but they are safe, and if they're going to be useful, we will be able to get it going. So if you're combating like that, èmi náà bí mo dẹ̀ ṣe ń bá life mi lọ, mo fi ọgbọ́n ṣe bí tí mo wà. So tó bá ti tẹ́rù lábá, tó bá ti kanwọ́, whatever it is, you'll be the first to know, or when it is safe to share with you guys. But these ones that I've shared with you, they are okay and in tandem with the ongoing investigation and court case, Dunlop Elu, King White. And I can tell you for free, he was processed. The King White was brought into the police station. He was invited down. He was processed, and phone forensic was done. Of course, when we talk about it's not his prerogative. And certainly, normally or in a normal world, normal crime, if you are a subject of serious investigation and there is a reason to get your phones and personal effects, they need the password, they will take your phones away from you and they will do the phone forensic. I get in top of my get details, but you get here, and the two of his phones, his Techno phone and his iPhone, was duly forensically investigated. And that is the update I have for this justice fighter and whatever they have done against us. Every other one, I may not be able to share now, but when it is right for me to share, I will, of course, come up and update all of you. So,
all right. Okay.
You.
Yes, we know what you don't, you know what we don't know. If it looks like we're in the dark concerning certain people, e.g. Supreme, we try to know our stand from yesterday, especially from that English, you people said that without no real, that thing brought out a lot of reactions. and it makes some people look at us on this platform as being sentimental. The same way they look at you as a betrayer, and the same way they look at Madam Mary's as a snitch. I understand that what's they called, King White, Temi, and all that, they are on that side. Their own case is clear already. We know where they belong. But in the case of this Supreme, I want to know a stand from this chat, or maybe from you. And I don't want you to use a personal thing, like a personal vendetta, like maybe because you people are not in a good time or something. I just want you to clear that part. That is she somebody we can trust at this point, or do you think she has done something wrong?
Yomi, Kid Boss, Yomi, please, before you answer that, Kid Boss, I beg you in the name of God, and I want to beg everybody. There are some things. Come on, guys. We cannot be seen to be trying to defend. What Yomi read was not Yomi's conversation, was not tied by Yomi. It's not as if Yomi formatted was the one that came up with those things. These are real life conversation between somebody and somebody. Whichever way anybody want to choose to interpret it, it doesn't matter. You understand? And if people give their opinion about it, it's people's opinion. You understand? And we cannot stop people from making their opinion. And unfortunately, this woman came yesterday, and the way she started got people angry. She stirred up the anger of a lot of people. It wasn't that people were attacking her. And if you are now saying that Yomi should come and kind of defend her and say, what kind of judgment, how is Yomi going to know if she's on the path of justice or she's on the other side? Can we just let the people, the police do their investigation? We cannot come to be seen as if we are trying to, like, because you know somebody or we're trying to defend anybody. No. Especially on things, information that we don't have access to. You cannot ask Yomi that. We should not ask Yomi that kind of question.
Okay, it's okay if he won't answer the question. That's not a problem. But at the same time, I just want us to have a conversation that is meaningful.
Let me just say this way.
Oh yeah, Yomi, 1 minute. 1 minute. Ẹ jẹ́ kẹ́ nìkan ọjọ́ ẹ̀gbọ́n kó lé kílẹ̀ sọ.
Ọ̀rọ̀ tí keyboard dùn náà Yomi yẹn. Yomi ò ní ìgbà tí dáhùn ánsá yẹn. Gbogbo aláfi tí gbọ́ conversation yẹn gbòmí ń gbọ́ àdétí. Nínú kálukú pápá ọmọ ọ̀lọ́pàá rẹ̀. Sẹ́ńtò yẹn kẹ́ trust me, àbẹ̀dẹ̀ kẹ́ mọ́ trust me. Kí Yomi náà mọ̀ nínú ara ẹ̀ máa ṣiṣẹ́ lọ. Ẹ má kú Yomi sí bí lágé ègbé. Tó bá ní pé ẹ̀yẹ fẹ́ tọ́sẹ̀ lórí náà wọ́n máa sọ káàkiri pé Yomi sọ báyìí. Keyboard wọn náà gbọ́ fi jáde kọ nínú ara ẹ̀. Decide lọ́kàn rẹ̀. Ètò bá decide lọ́kàn rẹ̀. Ọ̀sìn rẹ̀.
You know, they are saying one English is not clear to them yesterday.
Key boss.
Yes.
Key boss, do you know what? I understand you quite all right. Me, I know where you're going. You understand. But let me tell you something. Bobo ata wambi. Emma jeka monkokon. Let us know something. This is homicide case. Imagine, show no sentiment. No sentiment. Sherry justice they want it bàjẹ́ gan. Want it bàjẹ́. Nobody knows who and who.
Prince, mo fọwọ́ àtọmọdé yín lẹ́nu. Ẹ jẹ́ ká assume wípé mi ò tiẹ̀ ká síta. Pé mo wá tètè mọ̀ pé this person tí King White ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ Supreme ni. In your honesty, Kid Boss, if I am going to go with that kind of investigation, I saw this thing in secret because they won't even ever believe it will ever come to somebody like me. Now, will you advise me to entrust what I am doing to that kind of a person? If it was you, will you continue to deal with that person?
No, for me.
Yeah, so that would have answered.
100% no.
Correct.
I wasn't even judgmental. Everybody to one be sacrifice. You will make a decision on your own. And as a matter of fact, she's not even the only person to one be. But the fact remains that with this kind of close affinity and relationship, Only her know what she's doing. And it will be unsafe for anybody to want to now know what will be. But me on sharp that they go look for gifa. Ṣé gbà tí irú Sami Jojo yẹn tó bọ́ta tó sọ pé òun fẹ́ jẹ́ kó ṣe protest before corona inquest yẹn ta fẹ́ ṣe ní pàǹtí. I know I've already know what is going on. Because kò síbi tó ti fẹ́ rí mi mú. Wọ́n ti ambush pé kí n wá sí command padà mi ò lọ bẹ̀. Wọ́n lọ dúró dè mí corona inquest pọ̀ yẹn jìnnà. Wọ́n fẹ́ ká ṣe protest ní pàǹtí so that they can lay hand on me. Èmi tí mo wá bì mo fẹ́ kẹ́ ojú inú wo until you see the final result. Ló ṣe máa yé gbogbo yín. Why did I move to Kútọ́nù pẹ̀lú ọmọ mi tí mo fi wà nílùú òyìnbó ti wà? Ìgbà yẹn lẹ́ṣẹ̀ máa sọ mẹ́ ọ̀ tí bá sọ ń sìn. Àwọn tó ṣì mo fi wà nílùú àgbẹ̀ ti wà. Kò tí ì lè yé yín until it makes total sense. Do you understand? Irú òun yẹn, irú Sami Jojo yẹn, èmi ò gbọ́ orúkọ ẹ̀ rí until a week before. Lady Erisi náà ló introduce ẹ pé representative, and at the end of the day with the way he just showed up now ó fi jẹ́ kí n mọ̀ pé ó gba àwọn tó wọ́n mi pé Mr. Yomi nǹkan báyìí wọ́n ní ẹ jẹ́ ká ní sùúrù, but thank God I was careful. Mo lu ẹ̀mí ìlú gbàdí májèlé mo dẹ̀ bèrè lọ́wọ́ bọ̀bọ̀ yìí mo lè send ẹ̀ sí yìí mo ní má bínú o Mr. Sami Jojo, now that you have my contact I don't know, I've never heard anything about you before. I don't know what you're. Kí ló dé tí ìyá Mohbad ṣe ń dá orúkọ ìwọ Sami Jojo? Ó ṣe kọ́kọ́ náà. Mi ò bóyá ó ṣe kọ́. Ó mọ̀ ń pa investigation tí mò ń ṣe. Ó mọ̀ mo ṣe fẹ́ mú àdúrà. Ó mọ̀ ń pa ẹ̀. Mi ìbẹ́ sọ. We didn't share any information. So why would ìyá Mohbad be shouting your name? Káwá rò pé bóyá kọ́lé sọ pé ọ̀tá wọn ni o. Then you will have you so close and will divulge information. And at the end of the day, it turns out that you are speaking with the same Biodu Lawal, you are with the King White, your supreme, you are speaking with the King White. Kí ni gbogbo wàhálà tẹ́kọ̀ ń fún mi ṣe? Tẹ́kọ̀ ń dá wa láàmú. So kò síbẹ̀ ṣe fẹ́ pé orúkọ mi lẹ́yìn fẹ́ máa pè ní. Ọlọ́pàá tó rí ẹ̀ pé gan-an ní advice mi. Àwọn tó jẹ́ kọ́sọ̀ kí n máa ṣiṣẹ́ pẹ̀lú rẹ̀ ní ẹ̀ continuously. Right. She might be who she is. Let them be who they are. Right.
Welcome back. As you can see, there is a lot happening on this justice for Mobad. And some of them have said, oh, Yomi Fabiyi, you are a wayward man. Yomi Fabiyi, you are a liar. Yomi Fabiyi, you are this, you are that. The reason why they are working tirelessly to get Yomi Fabiyi out of it is because, you know, they just want to kind of stop anyone at all who is not interested in fracas. Anyone who is not interested in fracas, anybody, once they spot you and they realize that this person is more interested in this justice and in the getting of justice, they will automatically look for or infiltrate and then try to stop you from whatever you want to achieve. Now, is it that Yomi Fabi was not going to get a little bit of stipends, money here and there whilst he's chasing the justice? Definitely he will. He has no other thing that he's doing. He said he had dropped his acting movie thing. So where will he be getting money from? Definitely from what he claimed he wants to do. So he said he needed funds to at least keep body and soul together. Maybe a little bit of stipends here and there for his children or whatever, like just live life and then pursue what he wants to pursue. He's doing this for a bigger reason, a bigger vision that is personal to him. Now, he had gone to Mobad's residence where he passed away, and he's not simply woke up and said, I'm going there. He actually said, let me go around that vicinity and let us ask some few questions, and he did. So whilst he was like, around Mobad's house, people gave him ideas like, why don't you look at the distance between the Perez hospital, the hospital that he said Mobad was taken to, hospital 1, hospital 2, and then the proximity to Mobad's house. He did. He actually went. It was done live on social media. He went there. We checked. We saw the distance between Mobad's house, and they even made it clear that there is this hospital, like a kind of clinic that is not so far from Mobad's house, just opposite Mobad's estate, and that if they needed medical attention, that would have been used before proceeding to a proper hospital. And then the distance between Perez and all of that, the distance is not that kind of but they claim that there was traffic, and that the traffic was the reason why they had to get a motorbike to transport Mobad from the SUV, even though we were told that it was not his SUV, it was that of one tenant. We heard allegedly that the tenant says it's not true. I didn't give my SUV to nobody. It was Mobad's, this and that. Stories upon stories. But what we saw clearly is a video of a young man shouting and screaming, Mobad is there, Mobad is there. And it was like a 2 to 3 seconds. Like, these guys are expert in this. It's not like it's an intentional thing. And when we were to see the video of Mobad, it was also a very short one. Why? Reason behind it, we don't know. Is it that it was just recorded for that few seconds? It could be. I don't know. I can't really say. So we were pushing and pressing, trying to find out what could it be? What could it have been? Why did this happen? Who did this? Who buy this guy? Who unalived him? To what end? What are they chasing for? What are they looking for? Is there something that we need to know? Is there something that we need to talk about? I looked at it and I'm like, okay, it's fair enough. Like, let us walk it that way. Let us see what will come out of this journey. Then we encouraged and we moved to the next level. The next level was for CCTV. The story of that CCTV is quite unfortunate. It's better we tell ourselves the truth. The story of that CCTV shows clearly that those that we thought, in fact, it was more about money that will come into whose pocket. Don't let this person hijack with answers and results. Let it come from us. Let us work it. We've been on it. So as if we are stupid, we will get there. If presently he's talking about CCTV, let us rubbish the CCTV. Let us rubbish everything about it. Let us talk more about people donating money. Let us rely on the system that will not give answers. Let us donate money to one private autopsy or forensic as if something is going to be seen or found. Oh, well, let's say somehow they got confused or they got convinced that something is going to come out of it. Like, okay, it's fine, let's do a private one. People were ready and eager to donate to it, and they did. It was done, and the result is not different from inconclusive or unascertained or non-existent. It all came out the way it came out, and people are like, okay, if that's what it is, so what's the way forward? What's the way forward is what we have been talking about till today, where it became clearer that certain people are dedicated. They have dedicated their life, their money, and everything into making sure that nothing whatsoever comes out of justice for Mobad. Like, nothing like justice, it will not come. Let us tirelessly sit down and work on how to stifle, on how to pause. And they kept on and on. They kept pushing. They are not willing to stop. They are not willing to quit. They are not willing to pause. They kept on pushing. And you heard what Yomi Fabiri read out. Like, that's a full forensic. They got deeper. They went deep to find out who is conversating with who, what are they talking about, and it is what it is. Like, it will make you have this thought within you as a person: who is who? Why is it that human beings can be terrible? Human beings can be this bad? Can you imagine that Mobad's younger brother is also part of this cartel? Like, he has been promised United States, he has been promised a lot, and he believes that his destiny will definitely align, and it will be, it's a terrible thing. It's a serious issue. Now, one thing is certain: justice will be gotten. That's the truth of it. Regardless, justice will be gotten. If you look closely and you look at Yomi Fabi's utterances and the conversation so far, you will get it clear that certain people infiltrated justice for Mobad, sort of like somehow they infiltrated justice for Mobad. They wanted it for their own gain. They wanted it for themselves, but justice will still prevail. If someone is to say, you know what, as it is, I want justice for Mobad, but this and that is what I am looking at. This is what I'm looking at. Then we want to evaluate. We want to look like, okay, if this person is really for this, these are the signs I want to see. These are the happenings, event, action that we expect to confirm that this person is really for justice. Then for this guy, there's this guy, he says he can whatever, inserted himself. He can always be seen around Mobad's younger brother. They are moving around, taking pictures, videos, and the guy just stuck himself. He stuck himself to Adura. Like, hey, I'm here. I'm here. And the conversation so far, few of it is what you have heard. Few of it is what you have heard. And the intrigues, the lies, the pretense, the manipulation, and all, so much of it. We are here, very resolute. And I know for sure you're also not going to give up on this. You heard all the conversations so far, and how they are threatening each other. Oh, you are the one behind me going to prison, and you are the one doing this and that. Yeah, maybe to some people, they might be like, yeah, we need more. Like, can there be a deeper forensic done on the other phone that they claim belongs to Mobad, and the Cynthia taking over it. Now, talking about the iCloud, it might be a difficult thing. Back then, that was the talk that was being peddled around. Like, it's going to be a way to get the iCloud things sorted out and make it work. Like, we'll be getting a whole lot of info from it, so that we can use that to process our thoughts. Like, we can use that to get answers. We can use it to, but you know, well, it's a good thing for this. It's a good thing for this. Cynthia's phone needs to be forensically analyzed, not the one that she's pretending about. And majority of them, they make use of iPhones. And with that, I think since they make use of iPhone, and some of these phones, people barely keep information. It's always stored in their iCloud and all of that. There are images that we can connect, add one and one together, unless, let us say that there are certain things that the police they've gotten, but to them they are like, okay, this does not connect to the investigation so far. It could be, we don't know. It's just that a lot of people are hopeful that Mobad will get justice, and this will prompt them to want to go extra mile, to prompt them to want to do certain things. And with this audio recording and this forensic, yeah, the thing is tying it to the demise of Mobad. That's the important part. Not about people who are disloyal. It's about tying it to the demise of Mobad, tying it to the paternity of Liam, tying it to some other deep unknown that could have occurred, or that will, that kind of thing. That's just the basic thing there. Tying it together, making it have form and shape. Then we can begin to talk of justice. If not, we'll be running around circles with emotion, and who should say this to Mobad's father, who should not say this to Mobad's father, who is supposed to speak in this way, who is not supposed to speak in this way. That is all that we'll be running around, that we'll be running around circles for. We'll never be able to get to that point, that space that we are wishing or hoping to get to. That space where, well, it is what it is. I'm still on justice for Mobad. That was a conversation between between those that are anti-justice. It's like a kind of mixed, kind of mixed up kind of wickedness. That's what it is. People have asked, what is this King White's job? Why is he always around Adura, around Mobad's father? Is it that he has been given a mandate? Why? And what is the purpose of this guy? Why did he infiltrate himself into this? I'm not saying that people cannot just, the people can take, they can infiltrate themselves. They can just kind of like take it upon themselves. It's not like it's a strange thing. After all, many that are on justice for Mobad are not related to Mobad. They just took it upon themselves. It's not as if the guy has his own conviction for whatever it is, But we started looking at him and we are like, wait, hold on a second. How can it be that the public is trying to get justice and they are working tirelessly, moving in a certain direction, and the only thing you can do is to now act like, no, why are you guys trying to bully those guys? They don't know nothing. Leave them alone. Mobad pride. He pride and that's it. Mobad is gone. Blah 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 blah. And we'll be hearing words like, no, it's not like we don't want justice. We want justice, but let the police do their job. Yeah, the police is doing their job in a jobless way. Because the police are the ones that should have dug deeper and brought out. But most of them are even protecting criminals too. So that is why we are where we are, running around trying to get what we are not supposed to get, what the police is supposed to get. That's why. But then they have tried now. Police have tried to an extent. They have done phone forensic. I guess it comes with a cost. What are your thoughts? Drop your comment. See you in the next update.